In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a liquid transition in Adobe After Effects. So let's get into it. So once you're inside of Adobe After Effects and you have a brand new composition created, then you first just want to begin by creating a brand new solid. So we'll go Layer, New, Solid. Change the color of this to a color of your choice. So we'll select a blue in this example. Press OK. And of course you can rename this if you like. So we'll call this Wave. Now at the moment you can see that the composition is set to 100%, but we want to zoom out to 50%. And then we want to go up into the pen tool. Now from here you want to go ahead and create the waves or the liquid effect on this transition. So we'll create a new point on the top left and we'll want to create a wave across the top. So we'll go roughly here. Now, instead of just going ahead and creating these points in the mask, you're going to create a solid line if you do that. So rather than doing that, you want to create a new point. You want to hold down on your mouse and then just move this across whilst you're still selected and then let go. That will create a curve on that mask point, and that's just going to help to create that wave effect. Now move up, do the same thing again, and then go to the top right. Now we'll go to the bottom right. This can be a straight line because we're going to transition up. And you just want to go ahead and create another wave effect on the bottom. There you go. Then we'll just fill this up. And if we move this mask up and down, so we press M. If we move this mask up and down, you can see we've got this wave effect happening. So in order for this transition to work, we want to start with this off screen like this, and then we want to transition up and finish up here. So we're going to start by pulling this mask down off screen. We'll go mask, mask 1, mask path, create a brand new keyframe on the mask path at the beginning. We'll go roughly 1 second to the right, and then we'll move the mask all the way up. So we'll move the position of this up. And when we play this back, you'll notice we've got this really quick wave transition. So the first thing that I noticed is it was really quick. So I'm just going to increase the gap between those keyframes, and that should slow that down. That looks great. Although the problem is though, at the moment, it looks really stiff. And that's because there's nothing happening. This point here, this curve here, stays the same throughout. And if this was water, this would be changing over time. So what we're going to do is go to this first keyframe. As you can see, it's set to here. So it dips and then it comes up and then we've got the corner. So we're going to go to that second keyframe and we're going to change that. So instead of dipping down, then dipping up, we'll start with it dipping up and then dip down. So we'll grab this point here, we'll drag this up, and we'll drag this point and drag that down. So if I zoom out even further, let's go 25%, we'll go into the middle. You can see this mask here is changing over time. So it starts off under, over, and then by the time we get to the second point, it's over, then under. So let's zoom back in and see how that looks. That looks better, although the problem is though it still wasn't quite quick enough. I still didn't see that movement as soon as I wanted to. So we'll zoom out even further. And I'm just going to make this first point a bit more drastic. So we'll pull this down, we'll pull this up, and then we'll go to the second point and we'll make that even more drastic. So we'll pull this one up and pull this one down. Now when we play this back, you'll notice that is a lot more obvious. There you go. You can really see that liquid effect. You can see it bouncing up on the left. That looks a lot more realistic. But the problem is we've got this on the bottom. We've got the same problem again. The bottom is stiff. So we'll zoom out. We'll go to the first point. And again, we're just going to increase this. So we're just going to pull this one down. We'll pull this point up. So that is really extreme. Then we'll go to the second point, that second keyframe. And we started with that down, so we're going to change it now. So we're going to change this left point and push that up. This point can go down. We can also increase the curvature here as well if we wanted to change that even further. And then when we play this back, you'll see it animates up and bottom. And I think that looks really cool. You can see we're getting this cool animation up here on the left. Now from here, we can go ahead and make a copy of this wave layer. So we'll go Command C, Command V. We'll go to the layer below. We'll go Effects and Presets, search for Tint. Then we'll drop Tint onto the layer below and we'll map the black to a whitish light blue color somewhere around here. We'll copy this hex code, press OK, go to Map White to and change that code again. And then we'll offset the top layer by a few frames. So we'll just go a few frames over to the right. And that means we've now got this second layer underneath, which is giving us multiple layers to this transition. Of course, you could do this another time if you wanted to add another layer in there, but you don't have to. It's completely up to you. And of course, you can always change these keyframes as well. So we'll go to this white layer. And you can always change the points in this mask here. So we'll change the look of this. And that means both transitions are going to be doing something slightly different. So as you can see, the lighter layer is doing an animation slightly different to the darker layer. That's just adding depth to that transition. So all you have to do now with this transition is you just place this on top of your footage when the screen is completely covered. So at this point, the screen is completely covered. So you'd put the end of your first clip there, the start of your second clip there at the same time, and then it would just cut from one clip to another using this wave as your transition. Now, of course, you can always add motion blur to this if you wanted to, and to do that, you just select toggle switches / modes to reveal this menu here. Select both of the layers, turn on the motion blur, and then make sure this motion blur icon is blue. If it's blue, it's on. If it's grey, it's off. And that is how that looks with motion blur. But I feel with these shape layer transitions, I feel like motion blur actually ruins the effect. So I like to keep these off. And that is a really awesome liquid wave transition right inside of Adobe After Effects. So thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. See you there.